But I'm just wondering, what criteria do you think were used to select this new appointees, this new administrators for the local government? And how do you think these changes that have been made will affect service delivery and accountability in Rivers State?
To be quite candid, my goal in this whole conflict has been the solution to the issues that have defined this wrong path that our leaders have taken. I'm not interested in the media outcries or the media attacks and all of that, because none of that will produce the solution we seek. Because my method must be consistent with the goal I seek. Now, which is reconciliation. Now, for those who are involved, who are the defining characters in this conflict, our message to them is that if they consider the value of lives of the people of Rivers State, and by extension the Niger Delta region, they have all learned from experience here now that if they had approached this matter with a lot more humble attitude towards each other, this matter probably wouldn't have festered up till this moment. And now, when this declaration came in, the National Assembly, in their ratification of this process, clearly stated that they will provide an oversight function so that it doesn't become like a dictatorial process where the sole administrator has all the powers to decide whatever he wants, which is what is happening now. Now, part of the solutions to this is that I'm using this medium to call on the leadership of the National Assembly, the President of the Senate, the Speaker, Deputy President, and Speakers of the House of Representatives, that this man in Rivers State does not mean well for the peace process that we all anticipate. And because we are concerned deeply daily, we want credible people constituted into a body under the federal government, involving the joint leaders and key stakeholders to start discussing the key issues, the underlying issues around this conflict. Otherwise, with the attitude we are seeing on the ground, this man will continue to grandstand the peace process, and after another 6 months, there will be no peace in sight, which will validate an extension of this declaration of state of emergency. And because I know that Nigeria is standing on the verge of another wrong experience, especially with regards to the threats and the happenings within the creeks of the Niger Delta, I can tell you for free that the signals are wrong. There are many signs within us, because what they perhaps wanted was Ijaw youths will carry arms and then confront the military in the streets of Port Harcourt. And at the end of the day, they kill as many as possible soldiers. Maybe some security personnel will also be victims, and then we become bitter and then hunt people like we've had before. We were wise this time. And that because the issues needed to be brought to the fore, the best way sometimes we deal with injustice is like to expose it like an ugly boil before the wall. And you shame it so people can learn from their experiences and the wrong emotions they have emitted into the air, creating this wrong behavior of people who are mature people but acting because of interest, acting as if even if Rivers State or Niger Delta bonds is inconsequential. We cannot approach this conflict with such, because we will all regret tomorrow.